Hello and welcome to another video. So today I'm in my car and for good reason. I've had a chest infection the last week or so, and getting out with my backpack, I've been out a couple of times and it's just left me really out of breath and not feeling too great, to be honest, a bit drained. So today what I'm going to hopefully I'm going to get some images from, not from the car, but roadside. So I'm going to drive to locations, and whatever I can see from the car, I'm going to capture it from almost that viewpoint. So I'm going to probably get no more than, say, 10 feet from the car. And that's my goal today, is to see what I can get without traveling too far in the physical sense, not in the car, but traveling too far from the car to get an image. So it's going to be a challenge, I would say, because it's going to be finding somewhere to park. When I see a location, when I see something I want to take a photo of, it's finding somewhere to park. And also the other disadvantage to being in your car, obviously you have no view, but you have to take the vantage points that you've got. So that's the challenge. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and hopefully I'm going to get some good images. So let's set off. So we've not actually had to come very far for this first image, and we are just on the top of Teignmouth now, overlooking it. So I'll get out and show you the view. So as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful day. The clouds are looking very moody, and we've also got some nice breaks in it too, so it's letting a lot of light in onto the hillsides. I'm probably going to get this image quickly as a handheld. I'm just going to go for the cliff that you can see here, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so we come to our second composition. We are probably, I want to say 400 yards, maybe five, no, hang on, where's the golf course? How long is the golf course? 400 yards, about 800 yards from the first image I took, and it's in that direction. So I'm just going to take you off the stand and then I'll spin you around. So just give me a sec. Okay, it's a bit hard to see here, but you can see behind that big tree. So as I was coming down, I could see like the hills and whatnot of Dartmoor, and it's all lit up by the gaps in the cloud that's there at the moment. There's a big tree where I've parked, but I've parked literally where there's a little lay-by here, but where I was looking at it was just a little bit back the road a bit. So I'm just going to walk past the tree, because I don't want to park back here because it's quite a fast road. So I'm just going to walk up that grass bank there. So if my car doesn't get killed by stones, I'm just going to walk up that grass bank there, and then I'm going to grab an image of Dartmoor. So I'll take you up there now. Okay, car's here. So far we've come. I swear one of these cars, because they've resurfaced the road with chip-ins. So you can see. I swear I'm going to get hit in the head in a minute by a loose chip-in. So it's a bit hard with this little, I'm only filming on my phone to actually show you what I was after. So you can see where the light comes through. Here, just here, you've got Haytor Rock, and I'm framing it with the left and the right of the trees on either side, and then you've got the light obviously on the hills, and lack of cloud in that particular part of the sky, but obviously that's what's giving it the light on the hillside. So hopefully that will come out okay if I don't get killed by a stone chip in the process. I think there's a little bit too much haze in the sky at the moment, and just the shots are just not looking as sharp as they could, I think. Yeah, very hazy. Might be able to dehaze it in Lightroom. I'm not 100% sure. Ooh. Just the light coming down through the rays of light coming down over the hillsides. There's not really a subject, but it just looks awesome. The way it's shining down, but yeah, need to be a little bit closer to Dartmoor really. So I might just head there now. So roadside photography definitely has its place. A really good way of getting out and just getting photos. If you have challenges, if you can't get out, if you can't, if you don't have the lung capacity, if you don't have the stamina and the energy to get out and do a 2-mile hike or whatever, maybe you're in a wheelchair or you've got bad knees or bad hips or whatever the ailment. Roadside photography is definitely something that's going to keep you taking photos, and I quite often see I'll be driving along and I'll quite often see just a composition. I'll just be like, that'd make an awesome photo, just driving along. And obviously certain places you can and can't stop, so it's picking the locations that you're going to stop, but it definitely has its place, and I think it's something I probably will do a little bit more of. Okay, we've just got a little barn. I'm just going to spin you around so you can see. It's nothing spectacular, but definitely worth the stop. So we got just an old brick barn with a tin roof, I think that's a tin roof. So I'm just going to grab the side on of it. There's a little old gnarly tree right at the back there, which I'm just going to stick onto the, obviously it's going to be on the left of the barn, and I'm just going to keep that in the image. Yeah, nothing special, but again, just an image. Oh, I weren't in the picture, was I? Never mind. So I'm just coming down the dual carriageway and I'm just looking for places to stop. Now here's a lay-by here. I'm just going to pull into this one quickly. Now I'm not suggesting obviously that you stop in the middle of a dual carriageway, nor am I suggesting that you stop in fast flowing traffic. So keeping an eye out for good places that you can stop. Like this place is just a lay-by, but when you look around, have a look and see what you can see, there's actually some good photo opportunities, I think. So let's go and have a look quickly and see what we can see. So this fence here actually looks quite cool. And if I come down from this side, facing away from the sun, I could get an image. Oh, disappearing. Not really the not really the place I'd expected to be taking photos at the side of a dual carriageway, to be honest, but okay, so that's a broken fence, but still an image. Was it worth risking my life for? Probably not. Okay, so it's just a broken fence, but you see what I'm saying with the image possibilities. So we got a beautiful old barn with branches and undergrowth, I don't know what it is growing out the top of it, but absolutely looks awesome. Not really a lot of composition. I can't really move around a lot because I'm stuck on the dual carriageway, but I've got an image of that which I quite like. Let me just turn you around. So yeah, so that was an interesting image. Obviously, it's going to produce images where you want better images, or it looks better. It would look better from a different angle. But I personally think that any image is better than none. So we can take that as a win. I want to show you this quickly. I have to be quick. I'm parked in a farmer's driveway. Well, I say driveway on his thing, but I just wanted to show you this quickly. This composition. This would work really well if I could get a lot closer to it, I think. I'm not entirely sure. So you can see the big white tree at the back. It just stands out against the backdrop of all the other trees are a lot darker, and then there's a leading line you can see in the field. There's two actually leading lines, and if I can move to the left or the right, maybe get a bit closer, it might work a little bit better. So I'm going to take an image of that anyway, and wait for all these cars to go. I'm going to take an image of that and pop it up on screen, but I'm not sure I can make it work. I don't think I can do it justice, to be honest. Okay, so I haven't taken the 70 to 200 off yet, and we've just come to this Tinkley Koi and Bird Farm. I just spotted this bridge, which I like the moss on the rails, on the handrails. I thought it made it look quite nice, considering the bridge is not, it's not an ancient bridge or anything. It's not like an old wooden bridge, it's metal and stone, but I thought that had a nice touch to it. So I'm going to focus on the moss. Absolutely perfect shot, but well, I'm in a bit of a dodgy place, to be honest, where it should be right. But look at this tree with these lambs underneath, and the sun is just setting over there. So a little bit longer that horizon goes over, because it's blowing out my image at the moment. I can come up here and get an image. I think that'll make a nice final image. At the moment I'm getting blown out and I can't really stick a tripod up and start playing around with filters and all that sort of stuff, so I'm just gonna have to wait for that sun to go down a little bit more to try and get that image. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, look at that. So I'll just give that a second and that's going to be my final image, I think. So what a shame, I've probably missed that image by about 10-15 minutes. Maybe the sun had been a little bit higher in the sky, just so I could get that without actually having the sun in the image. I would have been able to get a decent exposure, but there you go, as it is. I might be able to recover some of it in post, we'll see, but I'll pop that image up on the screen regardless whether it's good or bad. But yeah, what a great image that would have been. Yeah, I'll pop the image up now. What a great image to end that vlog on. Now, assuming it was a great image, that is, if it wasn't a very good image, what a shame that wasn't a great image to end that vlog on. But it proves my point that roadside photography really does have its place, and obviously if you do it safely, you can get some really good images. So why not give it a go? Next time you're dying to get out and take photos and you just can't, consider jumping in the car and just taking photos from the roadside. Challenge yourself, see what images you can come up with. Yeah, and that just leaves me to say thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate that. And if you did like the video and you did like the images, please do consider giving me a thumbs up. That's always appreciated. And if you haven't already subscribed and you want more content like this, then please do hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of new videos. And that just leaves me to say I'll catch you on the next one.